not tired, you're not lazy, you're just drowning in noise, too many opinions, too many distractions. One scroll, one notification, one random comment, and your day derails. And then you blame yourself for not being productive. You call yourself unmotivated, weak, undisciplined. But what if the problem isn't you? What if the real problem is clutter, mental clutter, emotional clutter, digital clutter? You can't think straight when your mind is full of junk. You can't find clarity when you've allowed chaos to live rent-free in your head. And here's the truth they won't tell you. You don't need more motivation. You need less noise. Let me guess. You've got plans, big ones. You write them down, you visualize them, but somehow at the end of each day you feel stuck, like you moved in circles. It's not that you didn't work hard, it's that your energy got split. You started the morning sharp, clear, but by noon your mind had already been hijacked. Emails, messages, random thoughts, endless tabs, people asking for favors, your brain jumping between tasks like it's on fire. And then there's that constant inner voice. Should I be doing this? Am I wasting time? What if I miss out on something else? You live in a mental fog, and the worst part, you've gotten used to it. You wear confusion like it's normal. You think being overwhelmed means you're doing a lot, when in fact it just means your mind is out of control. This isn't what power looks like. This isn't what presence feels like. It's just noise, dressed up as productivity. A Stoic doesn't chase everything. He watches, listens, decides, slowly, because clarity isn't loud. It's quiet, still, intentional. The Stoics believed, if your mind is calm, everything else becomes simple. Your goals, your time, your choices, all of it aligns when you stop reacting. You don't need more motivation. You need less distraction. You don't need to do more things. You need to do the right things on purpose. That means cutting noise, turning down the volume on the world, and focusing on what actually matters. Your inner compass, it's buried under chaos, but it's still there, waiting. And when you pause, really pause, it starts pointing again. You start to see the patterns. You notice what drains you, what distracts you, what delays you. And that awareness, that's the beginning of power. If this is waking something up inside you, then hit subscribe, because you've already started walking the quieter path. Your mind is a battlefield. Every moment something tries to own it. The world pulls, distractions multiply. But clarity is won in silence. The Stoics trained their minds like warriors trained their bodies, through daily discipline, through intentional stillness. They didn't wait for peace, they created it. Seneca said, "We suffer more in imagination than in reality." And he was right, because most of your chaos isn't out there, it's inside. It's the looping thoughts, the noise, the what-ifs. But here's the power play. You can observe your thoughts without obeying them. You can feel chaos and not feed it. You can slow down, and that alone can change everything. Clarity doesn't come from thinking harder. It comes from thinking less, but deeper, removing the excess, sharpening what remains, until you see what's essential and nothing more. That's what focus really is, not holding on, but letting go of what doesn't matter. And that's the part they don't teach. Stillness isn't a lack of action. It's a decision to be deliberate, to be precise, to master your attention like a blade. You don't have to move fast. You just have to move on purpose. And that is rare. Let me ask you something. When was the last time you sat alone, without noise? No phone, no playlist, no scrolling, just you, just your breath. If you're like most people, that question made you nervous, because silence is loud. It shows you the parts of your mind you've been avoiding. But the Stoics, they welcomed that silence. They used it. They cleaned their mind like sharpening a blade, daily, intentionally, not waiting for peace but building it from within. You think you need more input, more podcasts, more quotes, more motivation, but no, you need less. You need fewer voices in your head and more trust in your own. Epictetus once said, "Freedom is the only worthy goal in life. It is won by disregarding things that lie beyond our control." And that's the secret. Clarity isn't found in the world. It's found when you leave the world alone and finally meet yourself. Mental clarity is the new luxury, and it costs nothing but discipline, but it changes everything. So write this down, burn it into your thoughts. Calm is earned, focus is trained, clarity is chosen. No one's coming to silence the noise for you. No one's coming to clear the fog. No one's going to hand you clarity. You either become the gatekeeper of your own mind, or you let the world invade it, inch by inch. And every time you choose distraction over presence, you're not just wasting time, you're training your brain to stay confused. But you're still here, still watching. So maybe, just maybe, you're not like most people. Maybe you're done letting the world think for you. Then let me ask you this. What would your life look like if you only acted on thoughts that came from silence?